I want men to do that. I want all the guys out there that have a girlfriend or wife to get their door at the business, at the vehicle, wherever you need to be. Get her door, be a gentleman. That's my advice. Men need to treat ladies like ladies so that they can rise to the occasion and become a lady. More and more. We need a better distinction. I think we need a better distinction between men and women. That we need a little more definition of gentleman and lady and make that a little more specific and obvious. Gentlemen need to do things that gentlemen do, and ladies need to do things that ladies do, and it needs to be more specific and more obvious. As the sun sets on another wintry day, it is now one of the darkest days of the year, but as we know, it's getting a little bit lighter every day instead of a little bit darker every day, which I guess is good. Oh. Again, my name is Johnny Rooster. I'm here to talk to you about if you have a party that you would like to host, if you'd like to have it at your house. I am a private party entertainer. I'd be glad to connect with you and go through some ideas, and we would have a blast. Just having a good time, any age, any group. I do a lot of parties that have to do with competition and fun, wacky prizes, pie in the face kind of stuff, trivia, spelling bees. You won't find it anywhere else quite like this. So that is my specialty. You can check out Johnny Rooster Comedy if you'd like to see some of my short, fun videos. There are hundreds of them on that channel. That's right. Well, thank you all for being part of this. I like to have an interactive experience with the audience. I'm learning how to be better at communicating the idea of being a private party entertainer in the Springfield, Missouri area. For some reason, my nose started running and my feet started smelling. Your feet are supposed to run and your nose is supposed to smell, not the other way around. In reality, I did not check or smell my feet. I'm sure they're okay. But my nose did start running. So if you would like to enjoy some comedic, short clipped videos, anything under a minute long, there are 400 plus videos for you to binge. Just push Netflix right out of the way and say, tonight is Johnny Rooster Comedy Night. Say it out loud. Everybody all together now. Tonight is Johnny Rooster Comedy Night. And you can have a Johnny Rooster comedy experience in person at your home or your office or your designated in the Springfield, Ozark, Nixa, Missouri area. Branson is also included. Talking about a private party lasts an hour to 2 hours or 3 hours, and it'll be a fun time. Good time. Guaranteed. More about that on Johnny Rooster Comedy channel on YouTube. That's this channel. Another channel, if you'd like to look at that, if you live in Nixa, Ozark, Sparta, anywhere in Christian County, down south of Springfield and north of Branson. Christian County Trumpet is the name of another channel on YouTube that I operate. It takes on a political theme from time to time. But what you guys want to talk about? What is your thing after Christmas? Did you get what you wanted for Christmas? Or are you still waiting for that wonderful something? I've got a few Christmas presents to hand out that have not been received yet. Some of my kids weren't available. What am I saying? None of them were available. Also wanting to let people know that if they have a gripe or a pet peeve, this is the place to share it. We're a welcoming crowd. We don't want to get all negative all the time, but we are letting you run your mouth. That is right. Run your mouth about your pet peeve. What is it that bothers you? What bothers me is people that don't turn on yellow signals if they are in traffic on a left turn and they're the first one at the intersection and they could turn, but they wait through the yellow light. and then they just wait until the light turns red. I do deliveries for DoorDash, so a lot of times I'm on the move, ready to keep moving. I'm not there to waste any time. So I like it when people turn left on yellow lights and just keep it going. Let's say traffic's coming and you're supposed to yield to them. I get that. But as soon as that light turns red, you should be already in the middle of the intersection. Who's with me? And then turn quickly as the light's turning red. I know it's kind of a gray area or red area or yellow, but I think you shouldn't hold up traffic behind you if you can. If you are the first one in line to turn left at the intersection, even if you have to wait to yield, you need to turn as the light's turning red. That's polite. Or give the person behind you a chance to do the same thing. It's just all in the cooperation mode of driving. What other pet peeves do you, the audience, have tonight that you would like to express? Do you have a gripe? Or do you have a thing that bothers you about the holidays? Sometimes people get into little arguments about whether Christmas is a pagan holiday or a Christian or a religious holiday. Man, that stuff doesn't appeal to me at all. I just like people to have a good time, whether you're a Christian or not. Just enjoy Christmas. For goodness sakes, there's a lot of things out there that people are uptight about. They don't need to be arguing about whether they should celebrate a holiday. Go ahead and celebrate. And don't be afraid to celebrate. Doesn't have to be everything you dreamed. It just give some gifts. Give something, be generous. Enjoy the spirit of giving. Nothing wrong with that, is there? No matter what your brand of religion. Like to talk to people about that. What is your pet peeve? What do you give for Christmas? What did you receive that maybe you're still waiting for something, but maybe you got what you needed? And maybe you're content with no gifts. That's fine too. But I want to get a little more crazy than that. I say this. If people don't get a little crazy, I like that white elephant gift exchange. They call it Dirty Santa. I like it when you steal gifts, It's no fun if nobody's stealing. I'd like to go to a Christmas party with a church group, just a bunch of senior saints, like an older Sunday school class, where they have a gift exchange, and I'd like to bring a bottle of Jack Daniels or some obvious whiskey, a taboo product, and put it in the gift exchange, see who opens it, see what their reaction is to getting the whiskey, whether they secretly want it but can't pretend like they do want it, or if they don't like it and somebody else does but they can't say because in their circle that's not approved, it's taboo. I think that would be funny. That would be funny to give a whiskey bottle at a Christmas church party. What other fun things would be interesting that isn't often done? Or maybe you have done a prank in the past and you just like the idea of pranking somebody. What would be a good prank or a good joke to play on someone who can take a joke? Not everybody can. Not everybody has a sense of humor. Another thing is, what do you like to drink at Christmas? Non-religious people at Christmas time drink agnostic. Okay, that was my personal joke. Instead of eggnog, they're drinking agnostic. What do you like to drink at Christmas? Do you drink rum? Do you drink water? Of course, you better drink water anytime. Do you have a special drink for Christmas? Eggnog, iced mocha, hot chocolate with marshmallows and sprinkles and whipped cream. What do you like to drink at Christmas time? And we're going to have, heading into the end of the year, New Year's coming up. Sean Hannity on the radio says, Christmas will be here before you know it. And he said that all during December. And I kept saying, no, it won't. It'll be here on December 25th, exactly when we know it. You're never going to say, Christmas is here on December 20th. Now that would be before you know it. Or Christmas showed up on December 15th this year. That would be before you know it. But when they say, Christmas will be here before you know it, well, that's not true. It'll be here on December 25th. We only have 364 more shopping days until Christmas, folks. That's right. I know some people that have a birthday on Christmas Day. I know some folks that have a birthday today. Happy birthday to Leah. Happy birthday to Rachel. They have birthdays today, December 26th, which is known in Canada as Boxing Day. Does that mean you're putting everything in boxes, or does that mean you're pitching each other's lights out? Well, have a great holly jolly Christmas and a happy wappy New Year. In case you weren't wondering, Johnny Rooster Comedy is a channel on YouTube, and you can check that out and subscribe. There's another channel I have. It's called Sights of Springfield Mo. That's specific to Springfield, Missouri. I have another channel. It's called Christian County Trumpet. That's specific to Christian County with Nixa, Ozark, and Sparta, places like that in mind. Christian County Trumpet. That's also a blog, so you can go there and Google that. Christian County Trumpet. Read a lot of different things about the taxpayers and voters in Christian County, things that interest them. For those in Springfield, there's Sights of Springfield Mo. That's a channel on YouTube. For those in category of they like a good laugh or just want to see something quirky, Johnny Rooster Comedy on YouTube. Thanks again for watching this. For your comments below, anything that has to do with your pet peeves, things that are annoy you, or your favorite holiday drink or drinks, please let us know, and have a wonderful time. And thank you all who are watching right now. Again, I'm Johnny Rooster. Tomorrow I've got a court date, so if you want to show up and see me in the municipal court in Springfield, Missouri, I'm going to appear on a charge of failure to yield to a pedestrian. That's right. The cop was sitting out there waiting to nab everybody for the same offense the day after the law was passed, and I think that's wrong. When somebody gets a city ordinance passed, a new law, and then they carry it out in force for one day just to collect all the money, it's a money grab by the government. The police in Springfield, Missouri should be ashamed of themselves for falling into such entrapment and saying, hey, we've got a new law that says you have to stop when there's a pedestrian in the crosswalk. Well, of course you would normally, but they're saying the law is if there's any pedestrian crossing in a crosswalk, you have to stop instead of making them wait, as they did in the past. So with that new law, they caught me not waiting for someone who I believe was posed at the corner it wasn't an intersection or anything. It was just waiting at the crosswalk to trap us. So the person just waited there and then started to take a walk and stepped back really quickly, and the cop would turn on his lights. He was on a motorcycle that day, and give everybody a ticket. That was in May, and now here it is late December before they even address it in court. That's the court date. They're so backed up with all the people paying fines. The $109 fine for failure to yield to a pedestrian. Well, I think we should run over all the pedestrians, don't you? Yeah, those pedestrians are taking their life in their hands, crossing a street with big cars and four wheels. They're no match on 2 feet for four wheels. You know what I'm saying? If you like comedy, you like sarcasm, you might even want to check out one of my books. What is it called? Got one called The Reporter. It's a novel on Amazon, The Reporter. Got another one called Fact or Fiction, and you can check this out. True testimonies, and check out my books on Amazon. John Cockcroft, Cockr. Have a Merry Christmas.